Gentleman from New York is prepared to close. Gentleman from Oregon is recognized.
Prepared to close, Mr. Speaker.
Gentleman's recognized for as much time as he may consume.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So this bill, as I mentioned previously, fails to appropriately fund the police in all the states that will be facing the challenges we face in Oregon. This is not a question of money. The bill, as drawn, will be raising literally billions of dollars at an 8% tax over the next, how many years? Billions. And so somehow some of that money has to make its way into law enforcement. Without law enforcement, you'll see situations like we have in Southern Oregon replicate across the nation, regardless of the optimistic thought that somehow the cartels no longer have the marijuana, therefore, or excuse me, the monopoly, therefore they will go away. That's not going to be the case as long as there's a higher price, and in many cases it's going to be a much higher price for legally produced marijuana. The bill fails to address impairment. My friends, many of them in the law enforcement space, including my brother, a former county sheriff, have said this is a huge problem where we don't know when people are driving impaired. Studies are ongoing. Why are we broadening this problem when we don't know how to charge those who are driving under the influence? It, of course, as we heard, fails to address the ever-increasing potency of the drug. It fails to address the age at which marijuana can be legally used. What is that about? We know this drug adversely affects particularly young men's brains development all the way up to age 26, and yet this bill says nothing about it. And it fails to address the differences between marijuana and hemp. And some would say, well, that's such a small issue. It's a huge issue. It's a huge issue, and it needs to be addressed. This bill is the proper vehicle to address these issues. And I see that there are some amendments being brought which perhaps will at least go partially in that direction. But the bill itself and the legalization is premature given the nature of those amendments. So this is an untimely, incomplete bill. Its greatest failure is in not recognizing and addressing the damage the drug will do to our kids and our communities. I strongly urge a no vote.
Gentleman yields back.